Every February, we address matters of the heart, whether it's the light and fluffy stuff of Valentine's Day or the serious issues of heart health in America.
And there's another matter of the heart that is very important, especially to our next guests: congenital heart disease, or CHD. Jen Shipe is the founder of Wyatt Warriors, and Dr. Michelle David Hugus also joins us. She's a neonatologist at Peninsula Regional Medical Center. Thank you both for being here this afternoon. Jen, you've been here before, but I want you to share Wyatt's story with us for those who are not familiar.
Hey, I had a C-section at 39 weeks. I thought I was going to have a healthy baby boy. Everything in my prenatal care indicated that I was going to get to take home my little guy, and that is not what happened. He was diagnosed with TGA by this doctor right here. Yeah. Pretty much right after he was born, we knew that something was wrong. And 44 days at Children's Hospital, and unfortunately he was not meant to stay here and passed away. And that was where Wyatt Warriors Foundation came to be.
Well, we were very sorry.
Thank you.
This is actually Wyatt Warriors Day?
It is. 2 years ago, Mayor Jake Day and the Salisbury City Council made today Wyatt's Warrior Day, which is a good timing because this week is actual Congenital Heart Defect Awareness Week. So that was something that, after having 2 healthy kids, congenital heart defects wasn't on my radar.
Never thought about it.
And as much as I've learned now, I mean, 1 in 100 babies is born with a heart defect. So every 15 minutes, a baby is born with some sort of congenital heart defect. Not everyone needs an operation, but with some sort of heart problem.
Dr. David Hugus, you were there, as she said, when this all happened, and you knew something was wrong with Wyatt?
Yeah, I remember Wyatt's birthday very well. I got there shortly after he was born. The 2 practitioners that we have attended first, and Wyatt was a big, crying, healthy appearing baby, but very cyanotic, which means his skin looked blue. He wasn't getting enough oxygen, which is one of the presenting symptoms of many of the congenital heart defects. What Wyatt has is actually transposition of the great arteries, which is what he was born with, and that is a condition where the blood supply that goes to the lungs actually is going to the rest of the body, and the blood supply that's supposed to go to the rest of the body is going to the lungs. So they're in the wrong position, so the body can't oxygenate very well, and it requires surgery to fix.
So is it safe to say that you're a great proponent of raising awareness for congenital hearts?
Absolutely. The more people know going in, and the more to ask questions of their OB doctors during pregnancy, and it's something we screen for right after babies are born as well. Based on our physical exam, if we're hearing any abnormalities, there's also congenital heart disease screening that's done before they leave the hospital.
Is there any way to prevent it, or is there any way to know that it's going to happen?
At this point, there's no prevention. The best care that people can get is if they already know that they have that condition during pregnancy. They've had a lot of expert follow-up and deliver in a place that can immediately intervene for these babies. Some of the heart defects are relatively minor things that don't require a lot of expertise, and many of them don't present till later in life. So knowing things to look for your newborn, you know, if they're not feeding well, if they're turning blue after they feed, slowing with feeds, getting sweaty when they feed, or something is abnormal, to get to their pediatrician.
Wow. You've done a lot to raise awareness. You're going even a step further now by teaming up with PRMC.
We are. PRMC has been a great support ever since I started the foundation. So what we really decided is we wanted to own February. We wanted to own Heart Month, and what better people to partner with to make that happen.
And what about viewers and all of us? How can we get on board with this?
I think just talking about it, you know, realizing that it is an issue in 1 in 100 babies, and like she said, just being aware, knowing what questions to ask. I have learned that only 1/3 of babies are diagnosed in utero, 1/3 at birth, and then 1/3 when something serious happens with their health, where, you know, it could be to the point where it's too late. So it's definitely something that we need to talk about more and put it on the forefront.
You're out in the community a lot.
Try.
What kind of stuff are you doing to get out and touch people?
Well, recently we set up a table at PRMC with information about Wyatt Warriors. We have our big event coming up in May. That's our free event that we have, and we also included a 5K. So hopefully our avid runner over here will come join us. But just getting the word out, being there to support families, not only families that have babies with congenital heart defects, but, you know, medically fragile babies as well. Right. I think it's good for people to know that they're not alone and that it's something we can talk about and kind of be there to support each other.
Absolutely. And we're going to help out by putting all of your information and Wyatt's Warriors information on our website, delmarvalife.com. Jen and Dr. David Hugus, thank you both for coming in today.